COVID positive back in June, and
That
my
was June.
wife, yeah,
Okay.
my wife, my mother-in-law, and me. But luckily, my son and my daughter is negative, was negative. So we three isolated at my home, and somehow from the, these three person, me, my wife, and my mother-in-law, that that was me that hospitalized. My wife is not too severe. My mother-in-law is also only small headache, but I was going to the ICU, intensive care units.
Wow.
Uh,
Wow. Wow.
I saw people died.
Wow.
You know, James.
Are you back to normal now? Are you
Yeah,
back
but the
100%
recovery,
now?
but the recovery took about 3 months. So during that
Wow.
3 months, uh, I stay at home, but sometimes I still cough, I still headache, I still fever, and I even cannot speak well because it's hard to breathe. I need oxygen. I need oxygen tank. It's almost for 3 months, and
Wow.
I routinely contact with doctor.
It's
Some
been, yeah, it's been 4 months now, 3 months, 4 months now. Wow.
even at the,
So were you able to do your business during that time?
not
Were you able to
really.
keep your business going?
Not really.
Wow.
I left my work to my assistant,
Okay,
but
you have other people there who could do.
yeah. I have a small team, but
Oh, that's good. That's good.
luckily, when I left my job to the hospital, I put about probably 75% of my portfolio in stocks, 25% in cash. So I just left it. I didn't watch the stock market at all. But during that period, 3 months, actually the stock is going well. So
That's good. Yeah, Indonesia about a month ago, Indonesia started going up. We were waiting and waiting, and then finally Indonesia moved.
yeah.
It's one
I mean,
of the
that's
last ones.
just like Warren Buffett say that if we buy a good stock at low price, it will eventually go up. So
Yeah.
I did not do much diversification. I only have 7 stocks and in a period, and 25% cash. And actually, the stock market is going up in Indonesia. It's about 1 month back since the last September. But my stocks in that June, or I mean in July, uh, my stocks from 7 stocks, 6 of them is lost. Only one gaining profit. But in September, all of them going up. And today,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
even
that's
better. But
yeah.
it's along with the stock market itself that is going up. And actually, I'm kind of nervous today because we are not alone. I mean, look at United States, Tesla stocks, uh, Bitcoin, and everything else. Everything else is going up. So I don't know what's going on. uh, People say that the Fed is going to make a tapering off, something like that. But the stock market is not, instead of going down, but it's going up. What do you say
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah. Um, I don't know, and it's I'm short a bunch of things that I am not going to cover right before they start tapering. it usually happens after the tapering starts, and you would think the market would anticipate and go down before, but
Yeah.
it usually happens. It usually happens after, and I
Yes.
don't know why, but the last few times the Fed has done this, it's been 2, 3, 4 weeks later the
Later.
market
Yes. Yes.
goes
Yes.
down. So maybe that happens again. I don't know. I don't know why the 10-year Treasury is where it is, but it's there. I have strong views on inflation, which nobody seems to agree with right now, but the evidence seems to be very much in my favor, but everyone's ignoring it. Um, and the United States is just a messed up place right now, in my view. So, no, I am well underweight the U.S. It's by far the most expensive market in the world, and
Yes.
we've found some really interesting stocks recently outside the U.S. Indonesia, we've owned the same three things for a while now. We made money on Bank Rakyat again, I think for the third or fourth time. We've
But
traded that so well.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But traded Astra again. That's one I've owned off and on for 10 years. And then we bought the telecom company, which just looks like a very high quality business. And then I still have the stupid Nusantara, which just never goes up, and it is so cheap, but it never goes up. And
But
it's yeah, I bought it. I haven't lost money on it. I bought it for about 8 in 2018. It went
yeah.
to 15. I didn't sell it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then it
Yeah.
went back to 8, and it's just stuck there.
Yes.
But the financials look as good as they've ever looked. Cash flow was always poor, and earnings looked great. Cash flow looked poor. I never understood why. It might have been him, but then all of a sudden, cash flow turned around. It was so cash flow looks stronger than I've ever seen it, and yeah, I'll be patient a little bit longer, but not much longer.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
uh,
it's small. It's not gonna change me either way. But yeah, we just got up to about 350 million US dollars of assets. We finally got some investors after all these years. We got two large Japanese investors, and there's going to be more. So suddenly, I'm buying bigger companies, and I can't buy those little things in Indonesia anymore that I used to.
okay.
But of all the small cap stuff I did, the biggest money maker in Indonesia for me has been Bank Rakyat, that we've just made money on over and over again. It goes
Yeah.
up, we sell it, it goes, and and other times we owned it for a long time, but we've made so much money on that stock. But now, Europe looks okay. UK is cheap. The UK is cheap.
No.
US scares me.
Yeah. It scares me. I mean, yeah.
Europe looks okay. Japan I can always find something to do in Japan. Just found a very cheap stock in Korea. I don't know, do you invest outside of Indonesia?
No.
No?
No.
I got a beauty in Korea. But I'm still finding things, and I'm waiting for tech to break. I mean, I'm waiting for tech stocks to blow up is what I'm waiting for, and it's not happening. They're
But it's
going
not
sideways. They're not going up anymore, but they're just going like this, up and down sideways for a year,
Yeah.
which is frustrating for me and for the owners. Okay, just either do this or do that, but it's God is cruel sometimes in the stock market. But I remember 20 years ago, early in my career, when tech finally blew up. I mean, the next 3 years, it was easy as a value investor to make money when everybody else was losing it. And I don't know if that happens again, but it seems set for that to happen. We just need interest rates to go up or something to change with technology. And if you look at what happened in China, I mean, we just bought Alibaba down 50%. It was regulatory. The government, changed the rules, and that might happen here too. But there's the technology sector. Some stocks just look absolutely nuts still. And you said Bitcoin. There's some crazy stuff going on.
I'm sorry. I remember about 1 year ago, I asked you about how do you see tech stock back 1 year ago? And you
But
said
1 year
that,
ago would have been 1 year ago would have been September. I was probably just calling a bubble then for the first time.
okay,
Yeah, because before August, September of last year, I was not talking about bubble, and I owned it. I was not talking about
that's what I
bubble.
said. I mean, back
But
then you said no bubble, but today you see bubble.
starting last September, I saw bubble. Yeah, you might have talked to me a little more than a year ago, but starting
Okay,
last September, it
last
was
September.
after COVID. Then Apple went up another 40%. That was your bubble, and then March things got absolutely crazy. I mean that was GameStop and all that crap, and Tesla made a new high this week.
Yes,
That
I
wasn't
saw
supposed to
that.
happen. That wasn't supposed to happen, and I thought that one was done, but it's I'm short a little bit of it, but I thought that was done, and for that to make a new high is something you got to notice, and I it's hard to know what I think I know what happens next, but it's taken a long time for it to happen. I mean, why are U.S. interest rates still so low? It's we own a lot of banks. We don't own the high multiple stocks. So if interest rates go up, I think we do very well around the world. But they're not going.
It's not going up.
Yeah. Despite all this inflation, and it's not just the U.S. where we're having inflation. It's in Europe. It's clearly in Brazil. I don't know, what's Indonesia look like inflation.